Hi beautiful people, how you all doing today? You're welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for the love and the calls and the messages and everything I've been getting since I put to bed. It's so overwhelming and I cannot even thank you guys enough. From my friends on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube, I am so grateful, guys. So from the title of this video, I'm sure you already know what I'm going to be talking about. 1 month postpartum. Yes, this is the mighty postpartum that I am actually going through right now. So I just want to update you guys and talk about how my journey has been. I'm exactly 6 weeks now, so let's just call it a month. Yeah, so let me walk you guys through my journey and what's been happening. As you guys might have seen, I haven't been posting. It's been so difficult. Okay, probably you will see one video before this one. This one is going to be much easier to edit just because it's a sit down video, so I don't really need to do a lot of cutouts. So guys, this period has been very overwhelming. It has been full of all sorts of mixed emotions, both good and bad. You know, having a baby is like, oh, joy to the world, you know, one more person adding to the family. It's supposed to be just a sweet experience and everything, but there's so much more that comes with it. A lot of emotional trauma, a lot of hard work, like physical labor, you know, work has increased in the house, a lot of expectations from people. And man, it's just so difficult jumbling everything together. So first of all, let me talk about my breastfeeding journey. My breastfeeding journey has been just like my previous breastfeeding experiences. Luckily for me, I have a baby that latches well and she's doing perfectly well when it comes to breastfeeding, except that she feeds like 24 hours a day. This video, if you notice, I'm trying my best to rush what I'm saying so I can quickly make this video before she wakes up because she's actually sleeping. So we have gotten to a stage where she wakes up and sleeps. Like she sleeps like 5 minutes interval. When she sleeps for 5 minutes, then you try to put her to sleep for like an hour, then she sleeps another 5 minutes, then she gives you one unexpected long nap, a little long during the day, and it's just that one, then she continues the routine. So we're at that point where sleep is not as regular as it was, so it's very difficult to do anything. Breastfeeding is hard work, to be honest. It makes you eat, your body works more, so you tend to eat more, and you tend to get tired. I am tired literally every single time. So even without doing so much work, just because I'm producing breast milk, I'm feeling sleepy, and that's what I'm going through right now. I initially planned that, okay, you know how they say breastfeeding increases your metabolism or whatever and helps you lose weight. Guys, that is a big fat lie. I haven't seen anybody that actually lost weight because of breastfeeding, unless you can be very disciplined, which I don't think I am as disciplined as that. But before I put to bed during my pregnancy, I didn't really have that large appetite, and I just felt like I could maintain the energy in my breastfeeding period. And I am there, but God, the hunger is real. So what breastfeeding does is that your body works a lot to produce the milk, but then it makes you very hungry and your appetite is so sharpened that it's difficult to think of anything else but food. Like you finish eating right now and you're literally hungry as you're dropping the plate. So when I'm not eating, I am trying not to eat, and when I'm eating, I'm just going to get hungry the next minute. That's how it is. So I'm trying my best to I change my plate, try my best to make sure that I don't add so much weight, because after delivery I lost some weight. I lost a lot of weight after delivery. I always lose weight after delivery. The problem is that I gain it back and even add more self. But this period around, you know, I'm trying to just curb it and make it as minimal as possible. So this is what my breastfeeding journey is like. No pain, no problem, except that I can't do anything else but breastfeed. Breastfeeding also involves body changes and weight loss. So talking about body changes, you guys know I had 2 surgeries. I had a herniorrhaphy and I had a cesarean section, which a lot of people tend to have missed in my previous videos. I mentioned it that I had 2 surgeries on the same day. One was a herniorrhaphy because I was having hernia, and the second one was the C-section. So when the doctor finished doing the C-section, when the doctor did the herniorrhaphy, which was just above my belly button, so the video where you guys would see stitches being cut, that is the herniorrhaphy line, and I did not show the cesarean section line. So yeah, you guys don't mix it up. My CS was not carried out on my navel, it was below my belly. So body changes, yeah, I have added weight. I have actually lost weight, and I have added a few more kilograms, or no, maybe not up to kilograms, let's just say a few extra pounds. Hopefully when I can balance myself on a routine, maybe I will be able to start working out or start really dieting. Sleep, let's talk about sleep, guys. Sleep is the hardest thing to do, because I don't know when madam will give me a chance. She could be sleeping now and I'm trying to do 1 or 2 things, and the next moment she's awake. And at this point, it's even difficult to say someone should hold her, because the person holding her doesn't have a breast. She's looking for breasts to suck. So it is, my sleep is like whenever baby permits. That's what it's like right now. But I know that, you know, as time goes on, we'll find a routine that works for us, because I'm at this point where I really feel like stopping this exclusive breastfeeding, which I'm doing for my 3rd baby now. I am tired, I am frustrated. I feel like she depends too much on me, and I can't do anything else with my life. But the good thing is that this is not my first experience, so I know how it feels. And even when I breastfed Abigail and Daniela, my first 2 children, I also felt that way at this point. I almost did not go ahead with exclusive. But if you're a mom like me in this position, probably your first time mom, I encourage you guys to continue, because exclusive gets easier. Actually, it gets easier. It's very difficult on the 1st month, 2nd month, and probably 3rd month, or maybe not. But I know that a time comes when you breastfeed baby learns to suck faster, and baby's stomach is big enough to hold more food, like to hold more milk. So you don't have to spend all day and every single time breastfeeding. You can actually breastfeed, go out, do everything you want to do, come back, breastfeed again, and baby will be absolutely fine. So it gets easier. So I don't know if it's because of maybe increased metabolism or something, but for some reason I sweat crazy at night. I sweat, in fact, it's not just at night, all day. I have always been the one to turn down the fan, reduce the AC. I don't like to sleep with cold. I always use a blanket whether the weather is cold or not. I've always been that kind of person. Luckily for me, I married someone who is also like me, and 2 of us don't really like cold. So the fan and the AC is always convenient for us. But right now, I have probably just left that level. I am always hot, I'm always sweating, to the point where I had to go and get a rechargeable fan so I can be using it, because this heat, first of all, the weather is already very hot this period, but my own kind of heat, like even in the AC, if I'm under air conditioner, no matter how cold it is, I will be sweating. As in, even if I'm not sweating, I'm hot. Or if they just take light like this, hey, I'll start sweating. I think I also had something like this in my 2nd pregnancy. After my 2nd pregnancy, rather, there was this heat, but I don't think it lasted this long. But this time around, it seems to be taking so long, and I just hope my body is not changing permanently to this state, because I don't like it. I just want my cold back. And although you guys know I did a herniorrhaphy, and that particular surgery was because I was having strangulations from time to time, intestinal strangulation. Actually, my intestines were bulging out of the gap in my muscle walls. Unfortunately, even after this surgery, I've been feeling that sort of discomfort, and it has actually happened again. So I had to go and see the doctor. The doctor said that it wasn't on the same spot, but that I had to use a like a wrap, a postpartum belt, something like that, just to hold my muscle walls together till it gets strong again. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm wearing one right now, and I'm really just hoping that it works, because hey, I can't imagine going for another surgery. If I go for another surgery for this, that will be the third surgery. I'll probably talk about this in another video, because there's so much I have to say about it. There's so much, and somebody out there might also want to pick one or two things from this. Talking about somebody else out there, so for other new moms, there are certain hacks that I have gotten to know based on my previous experience that are helping me now. You might want to pick one or two things which I'll be mentioning now. So one of them is about breastfeeding. One thing that makes breastfeeding easier for me is the fact that I lie down to breastfeed a lot of times. I'm not such a deep sleeper, so I'm not that busty. So it's not that risky for me. It makes breastfeeding so much easier, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom and you know you want to do this exclusive thing. You know, baby is always... I remember when I had my first baby, breastfeeding was so hard. I was always having back pain, until I heard one gynecologist approve that breastfeeding while lying down, even from day one, was actually safe for the baby. And then I actually officially started doing it. That was already my second baby. So I lie down to breastfeed, and baby sucks to the maximum. Like, she gets full and she's satisfied, and you yourself, you're comfortable. It's just that you can't really do it on a hard bed. It's better on a soft bed, so that, you know, your weight is making baby a little slanted on the bed. Anyway, you guys should try it and tell me if it works for you. But one thing is that you must be very careful not to suffocate your baby, because if you're not careful, your breast could actually block baby's nose, and God forbid it won't happen to anybody. But you actually have to be careful. If you're very busty, you might want to make sure to stay awake, because breastfeeding releases hormones that actually make you feel sleepy. Breastfeeding can make you sleepy, so you have to be very, very careful not to sleep off while breastfeeding, especially when your baby cannot move the neck. If you're something else regarding breastfeeding that helped me to make baby sleep, this was when I was about a week or 2 weeks postpartum, was that I used to pump. So I use a hand pump. I use a manual breast pump. What I used to do was I pump probably like 90 mils thereabouts, and then bottle feed baby. So baby is not hungry. Baby takes everything faster than when I put her to my breast. I don't think she's able to extract as much by herself, but when I put it in a bottle, she takes it and then it just knocks her out. So it helped us to build a routine where I could sleep at night, because when I pump it, then last thing before going to bed, I now give it to her. So if I want to go to bed around 10 o'clock, I've probably pumped in the afternoon, and then, you know, just freeze it. When I'm ready, I put it in hot water and then feed baby. So giving baby that bulk of milk at a go just really knocks her off, and most of the time she ends up sleeping around that time I'm going to bed. So it just builds that routine that even when you're not able to do it, you can breastfeed directly, and she'll probably just sleep for that long. So let's talk about body pains. So during my pregnancy, I had a lot of body pains. I had a lot of aches here and there, and this period after having baby, I was expecting everything to just wipe away, like wash away. But apparently it's still there. I still have a limp when I walk. I have a lower waist pain. I don't know what to do. I don't even think it's something I can massage. It's very uncomfortable, very, very uncomfortable. And I'm just trying to go through this phase one step at a time. probably a time will come when I'll be able to exercise. Right now I have very limited exercises I can do because of my surgery, not just because of the CS, but because of my muscle walls that are weak. So I have to be very careful the kind of exercises I do. Yeah, so I think that's basically it. A lot of people tend to think that because I've had 2 children, it's easy for me. Guys, it's not easy for me. It's difficult. Maybe not as difficult as a first-time mom. Maybe because I know the period of time that I have to do it before it passes. But it's not that easy. I'm also going through stuff. But with God, we'll make it through. My husband also has been a source of strength and support. He's been really helpful this period, you know, as we are growing in family. I think we're also growing in marriage, and it has kind of helped us to find what works for us. So I mean, there are no written down rules, but I believe that once there's love, things just flow and happen naturally, and things are working well. I feel like this experience is better than my last 2 experiences, so he kind of makes it easier for me, especially by helping with the 2 children. You know, it's one thing is having a baby, another thing is having other children with that baby. So when you're nursing a newborn and you have one, you think one is so hard until you have 2 children and a newborn. It's not easy at all. So you just really need a kind partner that would support you, irrespective of how busy they are, that will just take out their time to support you. After all, it's their child too, right? But not everybody does it, so let's appreciate them when they do. So this is especially appreciating my husband for the extra effort he puts into helping around the house. That's basically everything. I think I'll just end this video here. Thank you guys so much. Please, if you are watching my video and you are not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.